Let me tell you about a Brewpub owner I coached, Sue. Great beer, packed restaurant, people lined up for the next seasonal release. From the outside, it looked like a dream business. But when we dug into the numbers, something didn't make sense. The place was busy, but the profit wasn't there. Because the assumption was simple. If we just sell more beer, we'll make more money. And that's the trap a lot of brewpub owners fall into. They focus on beer sales, but forget they're actually running two businesses at the same time, a brewery and a restaurant. And if the systems behind both aren't dialed in, the volume just hides the problem instead of fixing it. Hey there, Restaurant Pro. This is Dave Scott Peters, restaurant expert, coach, and creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula. Today, we're talking specifically about brewpub profitability. Because if you own a brewery restaurant, your numbers are very different from most restaurants. And if you don't understand the economics behind both beer and food, it's really easy for your managers, they'll let your margins disappear. Here's the myth. Beer has amazing margins. On paper, that's true. Compared to most food items, alcohol usually carries a stronger markup. But here's what brewpub owners often underestimate: the real cost of producing that beer. You're not just pouring a product that you buy from a distributor. You're making it, which means you've got brewing labor. You've got a head brewer, a brewmaster. And in many brew pubs, you also have one or two assistant brewers helping with production. That's labor most restaurants don't have. On top of that, you've got ingredient costs, cleaning supplies, tanks tied up in fermentation, production time, waste during brewing, the cost of kegs and cans. And while all of that is happening, you're also running a full kitchen with its own food costs and labor challenges. So if the systems on both sides of the operation aren't dialed in, beer sales alone won't save the business. That's why brewpub owners need to be obsessed with prime cost. Prime cost is the combination of total cost of goods sold plus total labor cost. And for brewpubs, controlling prime cost is even more critical. Because your operation is more complex than a typical restaurant. You've got brewing labor, kitchen labor, front of house labor, beer inventory, food inventory, and all those things have to work together. If they don't, your margins get crushed. When I work with brewpub owners, we focus on a few key shifts. First, you have to know your numbers every week. Sales, cost of goods sold, labor cost. If you're waiting for your monthly P&L, you're already too late. Second, managers have to run the shift based on the numbers. That means adjusting labor when sales slow down, catching waste, controlling portions, because prime cost is controlled during the shift, not in the office. Third, systems create consistency, checklist, inventory controls, clear management expectations, because when your team runs the restaurant with discipline, your numbers follow. So here's the lesson for brewpub operators. Beer alone doesn't create profits, systems do. When your numbers are under control and your managers understand the targets, every pint and every plate contributes to the bottom line. But without those systems, a busy taproom can still leave you wondering where the money went. Be sure to join me live every Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time on YouTube, travel schedule permitting, where I'll get you pumped about the upcoming weekend, get you excited about crushing your goals and finding the motivation to be best you possible. Plus, I'll answer your burning questions live.